What's up, Gooners, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to yet another episode of Gunpowder Banter. Four college friends full of banter and a full love for Arsenal. But guess what? We got a twist tonight. Welcome today to our fifth person on the show, our first guest ever. Also, a fellow Morganite. We all went to college together. No other than Woods Chiwuze Odenigwe. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome, Cheers. How do you feel?
Feel good. I feel welcome. Thank you guys for bringing me to this beautiful show.
Love the
like
hat,
what
man.
You guys are doing.
Yeah, we love the hat, love the persona.
We have to be traditional, you know. We are who we are. Why act like anything else, you know?
So is the red in solidarity for us?
I don't know how long. I don't
The
know
red
how
is-
long you're gonna feel welcome. How much longer you feel welcome for, but don't worry about it. We got you.
Femi, I love you too, man. Wow. Hello. No, the red is for me. You know, it just looks good. It's not Adidas, so I can't say it's Arsenal. But only thing about Arsenal I like is it's Adidas contract. If we could swap that, I think would be good.
So I guess you're missing the feather though. So if there was a
feather?
feather on the hat, then it would mean something else. Versus if there was an Adidas on the hat,
No, it actually
then it would
has.
mean
I have stitches on the back, four in a row, but I don't want to twist it for you guys yet. Maybe I could get it fixed to five, or six later in life. So we'll see.
That fight going to take a while.
All right.
Well, if it doesn't come, if we just start with the championship this year, maybe I'll write something else.
Dude, it's too early for that. It's too early, bro. We'll see.
The shit has started, but man, you guys have had your wins. We respect you. That's why we respectfully brought you on the show.
We respect
so we
you
can
guys
play
too.
this episode at the end of the season, and we can all have a laugh.
Yes.
I agree. No wonder. No worries. We'll see. We thank
But
God.
welcome though. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Ashoke, welcome back. We missed you last week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was, time difference,
That's all right. Yeah, the fans said they missed you. We saw some comments on Instagram. After you posted the video, some people were they missed you. But welcome back. Welcome back, Sean.
Thank you. Feels good to be back.
Well, thanks for coming. Femi, good evening, sir. We like your background.
Hey. Happy to be here.
Dude is standing behind your chocolates. huge chocolate bar.
It is what it is.
But thanks for making it. I know you had some other engagements,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to get special permission to be here tonight, guys.
Thank you for the person who gave us permission. We had a great weekend, so this culminates it. And Diesel, our tactical analyst.
Yeah, good to be here as usual. I never miss the shows now, unlike these other guys.
Yeah, standard. You always be there.
Always missing one show or the other.
They're like that.
They're like Arsenal forwards.
That's right. You don't know who's gonna show up or not.
You don't know. One comes in, the other one is out injured. So I'm the Declan Rice of this team.
It counts when it counts. They show up. That's what matters.
That's what matters. Yeah. So let's just jump right in. Woos, we're gonna try to be as objective as possible during this episode. 4v1. So be careful what you say, because not only the four of us here, but the fans will come after you. So
that's cool. You guys want my address? I'll send it to you.
Think twice, speak once.
Send me coffee. That's fine.
Yeah. But just tell us, Man City. Why Man City? How long have you been a fan, and what made you pick Man City?
Oh my gosh! So I think the first time I officially announced Man City was a party that Namdi's sister, was throwing for your older brother Namdi when he came to town. And it was like a couple of New Orleans people, and there was all the different teams. And I specifically asked if the Man City merch could be purchased. I think that was my coming out. Prior to that, though, and I'm a rebel. I've always been a rebel all my life. One of my close cousins, an Arsenal fan. So whatever he picks, I always pick the opposite. He was a New York's Knicks. I was a Bulls fan. He was a Giants guy. I was a 49ers guy. I like opposition. But where it started, if you guys want to hear the truth, you guys document this. So in first
The actual
grade,
truth.
yeah, my mom bought me a box of crayons. You know how they say for school that the student needs this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite crayon was sky blue. There was something about the color. I was like, I love that color. Fast forward, the 94 World Cup is what really brought me into this sport. I watched half of it in the US, and then I landed in Nigeria when Nigeria played Argentina, and Nigeria just scored, and the whole airport erupted. Like, what was I, the sixth grade? Like, wow. Throw
You
that
just
couple that
dated
with,
yourself.
huh?
I say you just dated yourself. You say you're
Yeah, I'm
sixth grade
old.
when
I'm old.
Nigeria
I'm
scored.
old. Hopefully, I still look good for the ladies watching this today.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah. But FIFA 94, FIFA 95, 96, Sky Blue, Michael Jordan. I'll come back to Michael Jordan. But in FIFA, I was playing against my cousins. This is before there was everything online. So, you play with the good teams, right? But then every once in a while, somebody really wants to test your skill in FIFA. So they say, pick another team. And I was scrolling down and I was like, wow, Manchester has two teams. That's where it started as a kid, 95, 96. Take it back. You guys lived here for a while. There was like the Jordan era, right? And Jordan went to UNC, and those colors, once again, just. I mean, I think Jay-Z wore like with Maya, one of the songs, Carolina Blue Fit, blah 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 blah, and I was hooked on that color. And then we get to college. I got to pick a team. I play you guys in FIFA. I don't know who was winning who, and I played a lot of Trinidadians. And
Really? You don't know who was winning who? Is that a true statement?
No, Casey, I think you were good. You were good, but I've defeated you a couple times. I know I have. Yeah, I don't have proof. We didn't have iPhones back then, but
I think maybe that's where you were dreaming. I'm the
oh,
undefeated FIFA champ.
another thing. So I'll say this, after the World Cup, I didn't really know club teams, but my first club that I've ever noticed was like Man United. And I don't know if you guys, I'm dated with this one, but there was an Eric Cantona Nike commercial where they were facing like demons and stuff, right?
Yeah,
and then he does his famous,
the
flip of the collar au revoir, and he kicks it. So who knows? If it wasn't for that color, the crayon in first grade, I may have been a United fan. Actually, that was the first team I ever noticed.
So
but
you're
as I said, no, I was collecting data at that time. I was collecting, finding myself. It was my exploratory years. So honestly, yeah, just the commercial, the Eric Cantona commercial. I knew Ryan Giggs. I remember the Roonies, but just flipping on that FIFA and seeing Man City, and then just in that party of yours. Nam, do you remember the party, right? For your brother, the first time I really saw him when he came to campus. I don't even know if that was our game. It was off campus. You guys were somewhere off campus.
Yeah, it was off
campus.
That was like, that was 09, man. That was 09. Yeah.
No, it was before 09. No, really?
Sure?
Yeah, it was before 09. It was closer to... No, we graduated like 05. There was another one. It was like his first time or so. We were all still on campus at that time.
Then it has to be somewhere like 03, 04.
Yes, that was the time period. So that's where I claimed City. And then, Yaya came, Tevez came, and then who else came?
Let me not bring out the CNN fact check.
Yeah, no, I got the fact. I got the fact check for you. This man is telling us that 1995-96, he was a Manchester City fan, except City was not in the Premier League in 96.
No, I see. This is
so.
I know you studied. I don't know what you studied.
Because he was gathering data. No,
I want to know what this guy studied.
He was almost
we were in
a Man
engineering school
United
together.
So he gave us this. He gave us this whole. Hold on.
He named players.
Yeah.
No mention of any Man City players until later on when
Yaya Toure and Tevez. Until Yaya Toure and Tevez.
I think we need to check your certifications here. If you guys did engineering, right? There's no way I just went through all that and you said you didn't hear anything. I said first grade.
Hold on, guys. You gave us a whole lot of plenty different words just to tell us that you are not a bandwagoner. When we all know that you're a bandwagoner.
Listen, like, did you hear me? Where's your wife? Were you thinking while I was talking, or you were listening? That's the thing. But it's all love.
I was fact checking. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
I still love you, Femi. Yeah. But no, that's how it started.
We know why you
It's
follow
quite
them.
fascinating to hear everybody's story, right? Because even us here on the group, everybody has a very unique story. No story is the same.
Yeah.
And to hear, like, even for you, like you didn't grow up watching soccer, but you adopted it through friendships. And if you
I
think
grew
about
up.
it, that's
That's a good thing.
did you more like basketball or like NBA,
So I
NBA,
was, to be
NFL?
honest, I was a World Cup lover, and I didn't. In my household, we didn't have like, I knew the teams, but we didn't watch. So every World Cup I was there. Yes, I was more NBA. No, I was NBA. I was Michael Jordan, everything. And then as we got older, I think college, that's when I got into more of my, my love. But I was that guy. I was that Nigerian kid that loved soccer, football, but I didn't have a lot of people to play with. So I tried to adapt with the American crowd and do the basketballs and the footballs. But always deep inside of me, I was a soccer kid. So I think that's another struggle for another conversation. But you guys grew up in Nigeria and and Cameroon. Casey, you're Cameroon, yes. So it's different, but that's the struggle of us and born here that still have to, become ourselves later in life to be the best City fans ever. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Next question.
But as you see, like friendship, like it just tells you like soccer is all about friendship. It's all about like it draws people together, it brings people together. So throughout this whole time as well, sitting here with four Arsenal fans who have quite the pedigree when you talk about like undefeated season that nobody else has ever done. Like, how do you feel sitting in our presence? Do you aspire to be like us, or how do you feel?
No, so I think, and it starts from how I was raised. I was raised as not as a junior. I was given my own name. So you got to stand and be yourself. I think that's a beautiful thing for Arsenal to go undefeated. Could that be done again? Probably not. And if it is, that team would probably be relegated because you could go undefeated but still not make it a top in this day and age. Yeah, 36 draws, he'd be relegated. But no, I know. I mean, I was a Super Eagle fan, so I know a lot of Super Eagles were pretty much Arsenal guys. I would have been an Arsenal guy, maybe could have, but I had to be opposite of my cousin. But I love what Arsenal's done.
You just had to like that light blue crayon.
Yeah, it was the crayon that did it. It was the crayon that did it. It's the small things in life. But I respect you guys. I respect the hustle. Second place is your birthright, and it's just been amazing watching you guys do that.
This guy,
The shade.
Next question. But I love Adidas. If we could swap, I would just take Adidas.
Sorry. Remind me where you guys finished last season.
We qualified. Where did you guys finish?
Oh, no, I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question.
We got a ribbon like
asking
you guys.
for a friend.
We got a ribbon. We got this second, third. We got third, right? So, Hey, but we went to the Club World Cup.
Behind who? Behind who again? Behind who? Tell me behind who again? You guys finished?
Do you really want me to answer that? Because I would give you fact check.
I'm just curious. That's all.
And the argument. None of us won the league, so it doesn't matter. I didn't come in for that.
It really doesn't matter. I didn't come in for that. If you do four in a row, we talk.
Second place is better than third place in any place.
He's a stubborn me. No, much. Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Woods.
No, I was just saying, you guys have been Arsenal forever. I think Tunde was in my classes. Casey, I think I was.
Yeah, Tunde.
We had some classes together, but Tunde faithfully always wore his Arsenal
jersey on
oh my gosh,
on game day, even in the winter.
He wore the track suits too.
He wore everything. We raced. He had it on.
True.
He had it on. Yeah. And then you guys had the legend. I mean, Henry. Like, come on now. Like, I played with him on FIFA France too. So
that team was cooking, man.
Respect.
That French team. Yeah. But so just as an Arsenal fan, and this also goes to everybody here on the podcast. I think throughout the years we've kind of watched the game evolve, right? There have been changes from when we started watching soccer, like even like the rule changes. We talk about the introduction of VAR, which is highly controversial. Do you still feel like you have that same drive for watching soccer like you did before? Or do you feel like now that you have more money and you're not in college anymore, you can afford to do certain things now because it gives you a certain level of satisfaction and you can do more, you can travel, you can watch games? I mean, we all went and watched the game. We ran into each other at the Ravens Stadium, right? This was 2 years ago. Yeah, watching Arsenal. So do you enjoy watching soccer now more than before?
To answer your question, I love it, and I love it even more. The fact that you have a league, I'm gonna sound like an American here, right? That starts in August and you don't get the results till May. And it's our soap opera. Like, yes, we live. Look at all of us. There's probably kids in the background asleep. This is like my thing. Women watch, Real Housewives of whatever, some of them, right? And some of the men too, not discriminating, probably Femi. But
Why are you
you have
funny with
38
that
fired.
comment?
games. You have
I didn't
38
forget.
games. You have Champions League. You have FA Cup. You have Carabao Cup. And you're trying to win. You know how many friends I've converted, like American friends, just that don't really know the sport to be like, I'm trying to explain some like at NBA would be so much more fun if there was like a Champions League where the
Like
teams from the
relegation.
NBA, the top teams go play Europe and play whoever. I think baseball and basketball are probably the most ripe sports that would make it more interesting. Like once you fall in love with the EPL, the Premier League, it's weird to watch American football. It's weird to watch NBA. Like I only watch the playoffs in NBA. If I
Sure.
watch
Okay.
anything. NFL, I only watch the Ravens. But if City is playing, I'm not turning on the Ravens game until the City game is finished. So to answer your question, yeah, I love it. I love it. I'd sit with my sons. I'm jumping up. It's like your heart jumps every week, right? Like your team loses, you feel bad for the day. Like somebody messed with you, But when you win, oh my gosh, that hit like is beautiful. So that's my answer to your question. And Femi, I see you staring at me. Hopefully, it sounds well.
Femi has a lot on his mind. Femi, let
I
it
love
out.
him on the cat. I love watching him on the podcast. I love his energy on here. He says what he needs to say. Nobody cut him off. Just this is it. But no, next question.
You know what? I've given you enough of my energy today. No more.
That's good. That's good. You
What
know yourself.
already?
That's what it means.
Only a
Yeah.
few minutes in.
That was kind of quick.
That was easy, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but do you also feel like now that we're talking about like different fans coming into the sport, do you feel like there's room for more? Like you said, that there are differences between each sport, right? The way what NBA, the passion it gives you, the way the system is built, and you look at the EPL, you look at all the teams and how they play, and like it's always the different competitions. They're always traveling. You have international break. Do you also feel like there's just now way too many competitions, too much soccer to watch, or is it part of the fun? Because last season for you guys, you can say that one of the reasons for your failure was because you got the best player of Roger was voted best player of the year, right? But you consider he was a victim of his success because he got overplayed and got injured, and it really crumpled you guys. Like, do you wish you see things a little bit differently now in terms of number of games they play, or to you soccer is soccer? The more games, the more. Let's
I
even
call it
play
football.
Christmas Eve. Let's
I
play
don't say
Christmas
soccer.
Day.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank
I
you.
don't say soccer, but if I was to with the sentiments of Rodri, I would get rid of the Carabao Cup. If anything, I love the introduction of the Club World Cup. I believe deep down inside, we start with our clubs. Our love for your club is deeper than your country. Then we come together as countrymen and support our country. But this, like the way when you see someone doing this, and when you guys do that, or Declan Rice against Real Madrid, beautiful game last year. Femi, see, I love you guys. No, I don't think it's too many. I mean, they get paid well. That's the lifestyle. But I would say get rid of like UEFA doing like how they do the different countries versus we don't need to stop that UEFA. If it's not the Europa or if it's not the World Cup,
Yeah,
let's
I
stop
think
all of those small
the
competitions.
Nations League,
Nations League, that's it.
that one should go.
I don't watch it. Yeah.
There's two. I don't like those the interlude when we have to watch meaningless international games.
They're just trying to milk it. They're just trying to milk
Yeah.
as much TV money as they can.
But the
And
thing is
I
that
think
it's
the
a
international
double-edged
break is kind
sword.
of baked in. The international break is baked in anyway, so they're
Yeah.
gonna play friendlies even if they're not playing like a Nations
True.
League or something
I'd
like
rather
that.
see a
But
friendly. Go ahead, Namdi.
what I think, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. There's so much money pumped into the game, but how do you pay these players exorbitant wages? You kind of have to get more sponsorship. So that's pretty much what they're doing. They're putting up all these tournaments to raise money to pay these players. So when the players start complaining about how they're overplayed and all that, the counter argument would be, would you want less money? If you want less money, then we can cut down the games. I mean, obviously at the end of the day, it has to be a healthy balance. But these people are trying to make money. They'll keep
at
pushing.
The same time,
they'll keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah, but when you get your biggest stars hurt and then they can't show up half the time because they're hurt because you're playing them too much, then your money is getting hurt too, because people pay tickets to see the biggest stars, right? And if they can't get to see those guys, then they'll go somewhere else.
But is it really too much though?
What, the money or the games?
The games.
I think the Cabarro Cup is too much. To remove that one. And
yeah, you guys have won it like how many times now? Now you want to remove it.
Because they have milked it.
Because you've won it.
No, but Newcastle winning, was it Newcastle that just won it? Like that really changes my argument. Like, all right, I'm glad to see them. I'd rather see players rested for those ones, but then, I mean, you need those games to reach peak performance. The chemistry needs to gel. Who we are in May, the second part of the season, you know what Man City does, and I know what you guys do too. So we do need those things. But if I was to say remove something, as we said, the Nations League Cup, we don't need that. And Cabarro, if anything, keep the Club World Cup. I love where that is going. I would say make 3 countries instead of the 2 qualify, as they did the qualification rounds, so that Arsenal could be in there hopefully next time. But and that wasn't a joke. But I think to see what's it, Porto? Like Porto's where in the rankings and the coefficient and all that. Like, no. They don't earn the right to be there. It should be you guys. So you guys work on that.
Okay. Well, we'll take any competition because we certainly do want a trophy in our cabinet. I would admit to that.
Plus, like you said, the
how do you feel,
helps.
KC, with the same question? Like, what are your thoughts there? What would you get rid of, or what would you keep?
So, I mean, I hear both sides of the argument. When you think about it, it's almost like capitalism again, right? It's showing up in a lot of different things in the world, and one of them is how do we get more money out of people's pockets? And it doesn't matter who is damaged or destroyed along the way, so long as they're making profits. I mean, I was kind of mad. Like, I use YouTube TV, for example.
Same.
I'm a huge Formula One fan, and all weekend, this weekend was the Brazilian Grand Prix, and I couldn't watch anything. But I'm paying for YouTube TV because they're having some kind of argument with ESPN. So they're not broadcasting ESPN anymore. And I'm like, this capitalism, I'm paying my money, but these guys, somebody's being greedy somewhere and wants more money and doesn't care what happens to those who are along the way. And it's the same thing I see with soccer here, or football here, is that Arsenal is a very good example. This year, we decided to learn from our mistakes, and we have the deepest squad ever in the history of Arsenal.
Beautiful
maybe
signings.
somebody can correct me. But we just had a game this weekend where our squad was so depleted in the attack that we didn't have subs, the right subs, quote unquote, the right subs to use in the game. And what is it? It's as a result of, I think, is overplaying. Science hasn't yet quite caught up to being able to analyze and to be able to predict injuries, but they tell you that overusage, especially with people like wingers, right? Like your Sakas, your Dokus, who are very explosive in their runs.
Sterling, the
Sterlings. Well, not anymore.
Dude, they are talking about explosive people. This guy is calling Sterling.
Sterling was explosive.
Sane, But I think Sterling was a victim of his own success because he started way early. So he kind of he has played enough games. It's kind of like how Michael Owen, all these guys who started very young, decided they were playing at a higher level at a very young age. So at some point, it's just that his dip was dramatic.
Yeah.
He's not
like
playing.
A cliff.
He had
it wasn't
Hazard
a dip,
dip.
it was a cliff.
Yeah.
It was
the Hazard dip.
Yeah.
I agree. So, I mean, all those things put together, I think that they should reduce the number of games.
But the truth is, even from a fan perspective, right, there's 2 things, right? You watch your team week in, week out, midweek, they have something to play. Like, there's a game every single time, right? As much as I love the Arsenal, right? And it's kind of like fatigue could get built into that, right? I'm not gonna say no to more games, right? Give me more games all the time and everything, right? But it was the thing you were saying, Chunwuzi, about how you're a fan and you're watching the game and then your heart is pumping all the time, right? When there are too many games, then your heart pumps a little less. It makes it just that little less enjoyable when it's kind of oversaturated, right? You need that you need breaks in between a little bit. So even just from a pure fan perspective and enjoying the games, there is such a thing as too much.
I agree with what you're saying. If I would suggest anything to the league, make a standard 2-week break between December and January, or
Yeah. I mean, they do it in Germany, I think. Yeah, they do it in other leagues like Germany. I
Because
believe
other
They
leagues
used to
also
do it in the
start
PL.
games.
They used to do it in the PL.
until PL decided that you can make a lot more money during Christmas time, between Christmas and New Year. So
More eyeballs on the
more
TV,
eyeballs.
more
more
money.
eyeballs.
And that is why they're the richest league in the world, and they always have people competing for the highest honors because money brings
And
better players.
Is the victim of our success too. Our teams, we play in all
stacked.
the cups
They're
because
stacked.
we're good. Yeah, and
They're stacked.
if you take
team-wise and coaches, all the best coaches are in the PL.
yeah,
Arguably.
Can I say one thing? YouTube. So you said YouTube
No,
TV,
you may not.
right? Thank you. I'll continue. For shout out to Salimian for Casey talking like this. But
That's an
YouTube
inside
TV,
joke.
I pay for that too. Why do you pay for
Mhm.
YouTube TV but you don't get YouTube Premium for free?
That's a good point because they want more money. Mm.
Why do you get NBC and USA on YouTube TV, but you still have to go and pay for Peacock if you want to watch all the games?
Why do you
Thank
pay
you.
for Peacock but you can't watch all the games and you still have to have YouTube TV?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
there's
I
no
digress.
one size fits all.
This is another story for another day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So speaking about success, right? 4
Yes.
games now. The last 4 games you guys won. It was quite. I mean, I don't think we are all expected that win against Liverpool. I was expecting a
Not
much
me
more
either.
tough game.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Some of the goals. I mean, there was a deflection goal there. Doku looked good. But based on the gameplay, what do you think your title challenges are? Do you see any team that can stop you guys? You said you think that Guardiola, after he came out and said, started playing his mind games about Arsenal, do you think that it has legs? What do you think about your title challenges this year?
I'm gonna sound like Guardiola. I agree with him. You gotta take it week by week.
Of course, you're gonna sound like him.
No, I'm not gonna try to sound like. I'm still gonna be true as yet. But what I'm saying is, I've learned in this life. You get older, more wisdom to really live in the now. Like just not so long ago, Liverpool was at the top, and everybody was saying Liverpool's going to steal run away with the league again. But look at the parity. Arsenal's ahead. And then City, we were getting beat. We got beat Boston Villa. Oh, if Haaland doesn't score, who else is scoring? That's what the media is saying. And now everyone is praising our tactics. Look how City beat Liverpool. No, so I say, honestly, let's take it week by week. I believe we can. That's the mindset. Why come into this league and say we can't? Is it easy? No. Arsenal is playing. I mean, you guys have been doing well for a while. And then Declan Rice, Gabriel, your set pieces. I mean, we could beat you guys. We could win. Like the game against you guys, my heart rate was up. Like we almost won that game, and then you guys came back and scored and tied the game.
I think we let you guys off the hook in that game.
Yeah, we did.
You guys
Arteta definitely let you guys off the hook on that one.
You guys are coming to the Fortress next time, right?
At the end, they were playing with 5. They subbed on 5 defenders.
We're trying to win. We're not trying to be pretty.
When have you ever seen Guardiola do that?
If you had the lead, you would be trying to win.
Had we
right?
won, you guys would have been like, "Oh my gosh, he's Professor X again."
No, we were like
that was on Arteta. That was on Arteta. That draw was on Arteta.
But it was
keep in mind when the 5th defender came on, it was 1-1. You guys weren't leading or anything like that, right?
You were trying to survive because we were piling on the pressure. So yeah,
but we'll meet again. You guys are coming to the Etihad, the Fortress, and it's going to be a good game. I'll say this though, I respect you guys, and I know you guys respect City. If I could put a counter on every time you guys mention City on this podcast, I'd be rich. Femi says City a lot. There's a lot of respect from Femi. Namdi says it. So we respect you guys. You guys respect us, and
it's only fair
we're going to see till May.
We're trying to set up our own dynasty. I mean, City has already done that in a sense.
They're still going to do it. You know, we're still in it.
Dynasties end.
Yeah,
So
I feel like
the
that dynasty.
dynasties end, and I think this is the time you're going to see that happen. I mean,
Casey, you're
Yeah.
recording
yeah.
this one, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
Nobody plays City with fear anymore. Everybody plays City straight up now.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. We don't.
And ultimately, before people used to play, City won the game before the game even started.
Psychologically,
Right?
they killed you.
You were dead, but that's gone. That's over now.
Everybody plays City like they're Brazil. That's what you want. That's what builds. You know, if you come to play for City, expect this. Not only are you trying to beat everybody, you're trying to stay on the field. Like, did you see who can you guys just give me the name of the guy who shut down Salah yesterday? Like, where did that guy come from? I mean, yes, he did come from the world famous academy. But what's his name? You guys know his name?
Nope.
Velocity.
We don't follow City.
Okay.
But tell us.
I mean, look at that though. And then you guys,
Rico Williams or what?
Was it Lewis? Was it Rico?
No, Rico. O'Reilly, the O'Reilly kid.
O'Reilly,
Rico O'Reilly. No, that's. I mean, no. And then I mean, where does that come from? Like, wow. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Newcastle next, and we go from there. Who do you guys play next again?
Also, you're talking about O'Reilly putting what's his name in his pocket.
Salah.
Salah's in his pocket. Salah is over the moon at this point, man. He's
just collecting his paycheck.
Jumped the shark. He's jumped the shark. He's collecting a paycheck at this point. Man,
hold on. Did Liverpool beat Arsenal this season already?
Not because of Salah.
Exactly.
If you're calling us set piece FC, that's how
why I love
won.
the league. The parity in the league. You guys feel so great up there, and
so Wooz, what would you say would be a successful season for you guys?
Yeah, this one I would like to hear.
We're all ears.
Qualifying for the Champions League next year, so top 4. Within the top 4.
See humility.
Again, as far as possible in the Champions League. Again, as far as possible in the Champions League. If we could, I mean, it's not easy. I love the new format. Not qualifying in the top 8, so we don't have to play in the playoff there. And then just doing the best we can to win the league, if we can. If you guys win, I mean, it happens. We'll accept it. I'll come on here. I'll even call you guys and say congratulations. But if it doesn't happen, call me, and we'll talk.
Yeah,
but
smart man.
So speaking of, if it doesn't happen, what do you think is going to be the reason why it doesn't happen? What
because
problems
you guys,
do you see there?
It could be just
forget about us. Forget about us. Talk about your team.
No, talk about your team.
Talk about your team. You don't have to. You worry about us too much. I know we're in your head and all the time and everything. But talk about your own team.
This guy. Let me put the shades on. This guy. Hold on. Know yourself, please. Know yourself.
The shades for shading you.
This is the real blue. Know that. We could. I mean, honestly. It's the small things. Draws kill. I mean, if we can stay healthy, injuries, and I don't wish injuries on anybody. Let's go through, this international break. Let's go through Africans Cup, and let's just make it through healthy. Injuries, Rodri, if he can come back healthy, we have Gonzalez. Doku, if we lose like a Doku, you know how much the world is happy. So just everybody staying healthy, everybody staying competitive. We can only beat ourselves. If we stay the course, things will happen. If it's meant to be, we'll pass you guys. If not, we'll shake your hand and we'll take it again next year. But no. We've been consistent. How many years? And that's what really matters, consistency. And just that's all I can say. Just respect that.
You have money, you can be consistent.
You guys have money too. This money thing. Newcastle has money. Newcastle's the richest club, and where are they now?
No, but you can't use Newcastle. They've changed the whole financial fair play thing has changed.
Yeah, even with UEFA too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't use Newcastle as that.
I mean, but once they get their endorsements, Newcastle will be a problem. Let these guys stay in the Champions League for a while. You guys may want to jump ship and go there and claim BI Raps for a day. I don't know.
Nobody jumps.
I'll be here.
That ain't happening, bro. If anybody will be the Man City people, they're next door
think
neighbors.
about it though. Like in the 10 years from now, 5 years from now, the landscape will change.
If the Cronkies ever want to sell, they'll sell to my guy Dangote, so we can. Then Arsenal becomes full-fledged Nigerian.
We'll make Nigeria
full-fledged
great
African. Yeah.
That's good.
Great again.
I'll wear you guys as underwear. That's the best I would do. But
well, that's an honor. The most private thing. Yeah.
It's private.
Yeah, but we don't want to take much of your time, Woods. We really appreciate you coming on the show. You're the first a fan of another club, rival club, to come on the show. We appreciate your balls. It's quite ballsy. And you came well prepared. And,
pause. That's too much.
Pause. Please.
You're the one that said about Arsenal underwear.
I didn't know. I don't know what's going on here. Wow.
Yeah.
You talk about Arsenal underwear. Hey, man.
Wow.
Arsenal was full, ready for use.
Yeah.
You took it well. We're proud of you. We'd love to have you again at the show. Hopefully in the future when we come over to your
we'll probably get you when next we play you guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yep.
No worries. Either way, I'll follow. I'll put comments.
Make sure you keep the energy. Then make sure you keep the energy when you come on next, because
we should do a live show.
Yeah,
if you guys want to do a live show,
Femi, humble
sit
energy
right here. You can sit right
No,
here.
we can do a live show. We can actually do a live show.
We'll come to your house.
You bring yours, Femi, and I'll bring mine. Okay.
Our trophy is gold. Is gold.
Femi, I work. This is for you. I'll give this to you. Okay. Okay. Yes. It'll brighten up the place. Your people think you're hot. So no, but you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for having me, and much success in this show. It's a good thing.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
All right. Thanks to all the fans. Please like, subscribe. It's Gunpowder Banter. We're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. Feel free to join us. Hit the subscription bell so that once we release our new episode, you get notified. And feel free to drop a comment below if you'd like to be on the show. Also, let us know. We'd love to have you on to come and talk all things Arsenal as well as EPL or soccer in general. So we appreciate you, Woos. Love the outfit. Love the shades. Love the hat. And thanks for joining us. Good night.
All right. Peace out. Good night. Good night.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Welcome back to Gunpowder Banter. Want to thank our friend Woos for joining us tonight. It's a great episode. If you didn't get a chance, listen to him. I had a few things to talk about his experience being a Man City fan, and also the hopes and for the title challenge this year, as well as Arsenal's. So let's talk about our game. Let's just jump right into it. It feels like this is the first gloomy episode-ish that we've talked since the season started. We lost to Liverpool. We lost to a beautiful goal. But this one, I mean, the sentiment feels different with the Sunderland game. There was a whole hype, the whole Xhaka hype, which seemed to have really riled up the fan base. There was mixed feelings from both sides. People really that cared for Xhaka, and we were looking forward to just thanking him for showing up after our win. And it looked like it was going to happen, but didn't quite happen. So just general impressions, Oshoke, I'll start with you. Coming into the game, did you feel confident with the build-up? Or did you feel like Sunderland would have been a tough nut to crack just based on previous experiences and how the league started for them so far?
So after kind of looking at what they've been doing, where they were sitting on the table, I was a little worried. Not worried that we're going to lose per se, Fort Knox defense and all, but more worried that we may not be able to crack them. So that was really my worry coming into that game, especially Yokere's injury. I knew we were going to have Merino up top. I was kind of worried about how we're going to score goals.
Yeah, and Femi, it feels like the first time in the whole host of years that we finally decided to be proactive about injuries. The one time where we could actually call on players to come in. I mean, Noni's out, Gyökeres is out, Havertz is out, Gabriel Martinelli is out, Jesus is out, Odegaard's out. I mean, that's 6 players that are out. But do you feel like the outcome should have been different? Arteta should have done something different?
Do I feel like the outcome should have been different? Yes. Am I mad about the results? I'm not. Which is why I don't agree with you that it feels gloomy. Given that when I finished watching the game, and I was watching the game with my brother, my sentiment at the night at the final whistle was 2-2 seemed like a fair result. with the way that game played out, right? We didn't play as well as we could have or should have. I wish we won. I wanted us to win that game. I wish the result could have been different if Arteta's game management was better towards the end of the game. Not making subs, bringing in fresh legs, especially when it seemed like they were piling on the pressure and it was kind of clear that, players were tired and needed relief, needed to happen. And so I'm upset about that. But in general, about this result, given the cushion that we have, given who Sunderland is, how well they are, I agree with Ashoke 100%. My concern was we're not going to be able to score in this game. I didn't think they were going to score us either, but I just thought it was going to be extremely difficult to score because of how organized Sunderland is defensively. But as it turns out, and to be honest with you, both goals were kind of free goals. Let's be honest, right? The goals they scored, that is, like our goals were well-worked goals that we had to get through and scored. I was super happy with those. But like the first one, super knockdown, it goes to the right guy, one-time finish or whatever. Sure, it'll happen every once in a while, but those are not everyday goals. They didn't draw it out like that on the training pitch. I can tell you that much.
It happened twice. So I think they did work on it.
They didn't draw it out that way.
It happened.
Sunderland is a chaos team. They kick the ball up front and they somehow blah 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 blah. Somehow the ball's in the net. I think that Sunderland is not scripted. They just is hopeful, and they have been good at being hopeful.
It does. So my argument with that would be you say they didn't plan for it, but then why did it happen twice? So that means that there's some kind of.
But you're making it seem like the exact same thing happened twice.
No, it's similar.
Not really.
So the thing is, we did not win the first ball. We didn't win the first ball, and that was the issue. This guy won the first. The same guy who scored the first one won the first ball twice, in the first goal and the second goal. He's the one who had the knockdown. It's clear that there is a strategy. There's a method to the madness. So they're trying to win the first ball. And if you can do that, then the second ball, it's a knockdown. They tried to knock down twice, and it worked.
Right.
It's not going to happen all the time. But
the finishes are more what I'm talking about. I get the knockdown.
I get what you're saying, but the principle to get to the finishes is basically the same thing. Right?
Am I the only one who blames that second goal entirely on Raya?
No, definitely. Raya should not come out.
I think he's been on too much of a vacation. He doesn't know how to stop the ball anymore.
But the thing is that Raya is also a front foot keeper.
Yeah,
he's very proactive. Always tries to stop things before they happen.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
There's no reason why. No, but you remember there were some chances that he actually stopped, even though those were offside or whatever. But those were the type of balls that they were trying to get in.
Yeah. So here's my problem. As a keeper, everybody knows it. And it's kind of like the goal Marino scored against Atletico, right? As a keeper, if you're going to come for the ball, come for the ball.
Yeah, you should clear everybody out now.
Yes, clear everybody out. Even your defender, there's nobody that's going to be mad at you. Clear everybody out the way.
But I don't think the ball...
Gabriel had that guy covered. Even if that guy was going to touch that ball, which he did, it was going to be a mild touch. That would have been easily savable.
Yeah.
Well, he came and he missed it. That's my problem.
Also,
if you're going to come for it.
I mean, there's multiple problems in this game. First of all, this is probably the worst first half we've had the whole season. Like, this is the worst first half we've had.
I agree.
And on the strength of that is why I said I think 2-2 was a fair result. Yeah. Or a draw was a fair result.
Yeah.
We did not play as well as...
If you had handed us a draw based on the first half, we'll be like, yes, we'll bite your hand and take it. Right. That game, man, the first half I was worried. Second half, the boys showed resilience. They showed purpose. They actually came out and tried. They played well. I mean, this Trossard scored a worldie.
Yeah.
Yep.
A banger.
Based on the chances we had, we should have won that game. Because even though we were under a lot of pressure from them in the first half, they were not creating clear-cut chances. It was like, pressure. But they didn't really create, bar the goal, they didn't really create that many chances that were like really threatening. Yeah.
Which, if you watch Arsenal long enough, you realize that people don't really create these type of chances against us.
What happens is the first chance they create, they usually score. That's the thing. And so far this season, we've been able to negate that whole like how do you call it again? You just negate the other team so that we don't even cough up those kind of chances. It just so happens that this game maybe we're paying for all our injuries, we're paying for all our midweek games and everything, a culmination of everything.
Confidence. I don't know.
I don't think it's confidence.
No, I don't think it wasn't confidence, because it would have been confidence if we were like the way we played in our first half wasn't confidence. It was fatigue and
it
lack
was
of
more
chemistry.
fatigue.
And a whole bunch of other stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I agree that Arteta needed to put fresh legs in. At 75th minute,
I thought that just didn't start being a bad, time management type coach.
No, but this season he's been great.
He's been better.
I agree with Oshoke. He's been better than usual.
Yeah, he's been better.
But you know what, though?
We've also not really been on the back foot either. Not really.
I mean, we've started certain games, like I think about as recent as the Atletico game. I mean, the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh my God, are we going to survive this? And somehow, within that first half, we were able to control the game and we took the reins again. This Sunderland game felt different. Like when it started, I was just like, man, there's something off here with the team.
Yeah.
And
passing was off.
Yeah, pass second balls. We're not sharp to the second balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know we had a few chances.
The stadium was buzzing. Same thing that happened at Newcastle, same thing that happened in at the Stadium of Light on Saturday. It's the same thing. It's the crowd gets really, really, really into it. And then the stoppages in the first half because of injuries or whatever, and then having bandages, that kind of killed a lot of momentum in the game as well, right? It's kind of like
it suited them.
You're warm already. Yeah, it suited them because it was kind of stop-start. And it was very physical too. They played us, and I don't think we've touched on that yet. The game was a very, very physical game, right?
It was.
It was all echoes of the Newcastle game all over again. Except in that game, we were able to get the second goal, and then we're able to kind of lock them out. In this game, it didn't happen. And the game management in that game was much better from Arteta than this one, because we should have been able to see this one out as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree on those points. I'm just thinking about like what could we have done differently? We did have some chances, and I feel like if those chances, some of them had gone in, maybe it quiets the crowd. Because, like you said, Femi, when you come into a crowd that is hostile, if you can assert your authority by scoring one goal, right, or two goals, no matter how much they try, there's something that it takes the zip out of the crowd a little bit. So I think about like that free kick from Rice in the first half, right? Or think about like even in the second half, which by the way, I thought Trossard had a really good game. Bar the goal, he had some really nice touches, some really good passes.
He's been having a great season.
Overall. Yeah. I really want to tip my hat, chapeau to him. Zubimendi missed those. There was that beautiful pass. That man, that would have been
the one that hit the post.
Yeah. No, not that one.
There's a pass he played to
Zubimendi.
No,
it's to Zubimendi.
Trossard played to Zubi, right? Or was it
Trossard played to Zubi.
Yes,
yeah, and he kicked the ball and he just passed the second post. Yeah, but even that other one too, where Zubi hit the post. So whatever Arteta did to them at halftime, so it did something to them because they came out better. I think maybe tactically he changed a little things because I felt like Zubimendi you were seeing him pop up more in the box.
Saka was all over the place. He wasn't staying all the way on the right anymore. He was popping up in the center. He was popping up on the left hand side, and then
even Trossard
because players were moving. Yes, everyone was moving, and so they didn't know who to mark anymore. And then that's what kind of opened the game up. I was super impressed with that move.
So, and the reason I brought it up is to say that it's little things like that that really give me an appreciation for Arteta. Where maybe you call me an Arteta fanboy, but I give him a little bit more grace when it comes to things like substitutions, where it's a high pressure job, man. You have to get everything right. I will also say this, and you guys feel free to jump in. I feel like based on our last performances, I don't blame Arteta for that substitution because he has used it in the past where he brings in a fit defender to
for
shut it
that
down.
Yeah, but
that's not
brings
what
it-
we're complaining about, though. We're
I
not
feel like
complaining.
no,
That was the right move,
seriously,
but that was the only
that
right
was
move.
the right
Then
because we were being
that was the right
bombarded.
move.
We were
No
being
one is.
bombarded with
Yeah,
air
that was
balls.
absolutely the right move.
But
so
The question is, we needed more,
fresh
right? We
legs,
needed more than that.
fresh legs
because
would have
I've
helped.
heard the theory about Mosquera should have come in. You should have taken
No,
Ezra and brought
no.
someone
I
like
don't agree with that
Waneri.
I don't agree with that for one
No,
second.
no.
It was the
No,
absolute
that
right
was
move.
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
You
but
needed
fresh
more.
legs.
I think what he should have done is to combat these guys, bring in more defenders. If you're not going to bring in attackers, bring in more defenders. Bring in White.
Bring MLS,
Bring in
bring
MLS.
MLS into that game
Play him
to
in
help
the
us
midfield.
hold in the midfield.
Yes.
Exactly.
Those are
Well,
kind of, you need if you're going to bring in defensive players, bring defensive people that can actually hold the ball and
That can hold the ball for
ease
you.
pressure.
Right.
you know,
We needed to hold the ball more and ease the pressure with fresh legs in the midfield. That's what we needed.
yeah, fresh. I don't know if you guys listened to. There's that excerpt of Fabregas's interview that has been making the rounds. His interview, where he talks about substitutions, and he says, like, from a player's perspective, even if you don't listen to the manager, if you take out an offensive player and you put in a defender, it's almost like all the players on the pitch, like their mindset switches. Okay, the boss has
defense.
done this, right? So now we're all going to defense. So in a way, right, I see what Cesc is saying, and I see the whole fresh legs thing. But I just believe that this game, there was just something off. Maybe the tiredness was a bulk of it, but there was just something else that was going on in the game, and maybe maybe this international break is the perfect time for us to just reset and let these guys who are injured come back and just bring something fresh to the team, something new.
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
3 away games in 1 week that we played.
Definitely, we need a break, and it's a good time for it, especially with all the people we have out. Now, injuries affect every team in Premier League. We can't really say we're the ones with the worst injury records because we're not. I think Chelsea has maybe like 9 players out or something like
And
that.
then they have another 28 players too, just sitting waiting on the bench.
On loan.
It balances out.
So even United has, I mean, I think the fittest team now, like in top 6 or whatever, will probably be City. I think most of their players are coming back, bar Rodri. I think Rodri is the only person who's like, he's in and
Liverpool
out.
pretty fit too.
Yeah, Liverpool too.
Liverpool, yeah, now they are, yeah.
Yeah, now they are. So the issue with Arsenal, our injuries are only happening up front. That is the crux of the matter. Every other team, I think they're spread across the whole team, so it seems more manageable. For us, it's like everybody in the attack is injured. So
has been injured
at some point. So that's the issue we're having. And luckily for us, this break would now give us a time to get these guys back into form.
I read somewhere today we're getting Gyökeres, Havertz.
Yeah, Gyökeres just posted now. Yeah,
and probably Odegaard. Odegaard is supposed to play.
Yeah, and Odegaard too. Back after the break.
He's supposed to play during the international break.
Oh, he made the team for
I thought
Norway.
He dropped out.
He did. I
it will be silly for him to play.
That would be a problem. If he plays, that's a problem.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think he's. I mean, I think
he should go and warm up. He should go get some fitness.
He should just have a small niggle.
Yeah. So, but
my biggest concern after this game is it shouldn't start off some slide, right? Which is why I think the international break comes in at a good point. In terms of the result of the game, like I said, I've already said I'm okay with the draw. I think we could have and should have won that game. Don't get me wrong. I think we could have.
I feel like
game managed at the end.
I feel like anytime you draw a match from the winning position, especially in extra time, it always feels bad. But like you said, in the grand scheme of things, it feels. I mean, it's going to be a good point because I don't think too many people are going to turn these guys over at home. It's not that kind of place that you can just show up and beat somebody. I expect to beat them 3-0 and just walk away like that. No. It's going to be a cold run anytime anybody goes in there. We'll see. I mean, our next game is Spurs, right?
Yeah. North London
derby. I think And now, when you just said that, Namdi, kind of helped me realize what I've been trying to say. They are bad draws, right? And we had a lot of those last season. This does not feel like one of those. That's really what I'm trying to get at. This doesn't feel like one of those bad draws. This was one of those ones where, it seemed like it was destined that way based on the way they were playing and the way that we were playing.
Yeah. Sunderland is a good team. I mean, they've been impressive. They were second at some point, right, to us. The thing, one of the things that also gets me about this game, it feels kind of weird that, we've doubled our goal tally, a goal scored tally in one game.
You mean
feels,
like goals conceded?
yeah, goals conceded. Sorry.
Yeah, from 3 to 5 one game.
It kind of felt weird. Like when that first goal went out, I was like, okay, grab. We knew this was gonna happen. And the second one, I'm like, bro, like, what's going on, Gabby and your people? Need to rally your troops. So I just hope, like you said, that this is not a slide that doesn't become uncontrollable. But I still believe in the team. I believe that we just need to, get over this hump, get the international break in, take the 2 weeks and regroup and then come back and get back at it. North London Derby, I think, would be a good way to come back and reassert our dominance. I mean, they started off the season good, the team that shall not be named, but the last few games seem like
they've kind of fallen off a little bit.
They've just gone back to the status quo. So there's a real chance. So given fitness and people coming back, Namdi, what team would you like to see? What difference would you like to see in the North London Derby? Who would you like to see play?
I mean, the team
From
that has
injury
been
list. Yeah.
from injury list, Joker is starting up front as always. Joker
Over
is
Kai?
Dude, Kai is not starting that North London Derby. I need Jokers there just because of the kind of battle that he will give the defenders. I don't Kai if you have as a defender, if you have to choose between Jokers and Kai, I tell you, most people would say they would prefer to play against Kai. He does not trouble them the same way.
Yeah, because he's not there.
As a defender, you have to make decisions when Gyökeres is playing. You don't have to make as many decisions against Kai. Mm-hmm. That's just the truth.
Yeah. So I expect him to start. If he's fit, he starts that game. Your left wing, I mean, he's always going to be. You play Saka, right, and then you play. I guess at this point,
Trossard.
you have to play
Trossard. You got to play Trossard.
Yep, Trossard left.
The problem, he's made that left. He's made that left his own.
The only issue I would say is if Odegaard is fit, where do you put Eze? Eze's on the bench.
You bench Eze.
Yeah, he'll start on the bench.
Yeah.
If Odegaard is starting, Eze will start on the bench.
Because if Odegaard come based on Eze's form, I would start Odegaard over Eze.
Even though he's recovery, I would still start Odegaard.
But Arteta is likely to actually bench Trossard in favor of Eze on that left-hand side.
That's the thing.
That's what Arteta is likely to do. Even though maybe. On current, Arteta doesn't really care about current form. Do you know that, right? Like, he has an idea of what he wants to do, and then he does that, regardless of what form he's saying.
But the thing is, it's hard for me to justify leaving Trossard out.
Yeah.
Before
I agree.
Before on the left wing, it was a toss-up between Martinelli and Trossard. Now it's not.
Right.
It's like locked down on the left. It's Trossard. So I mean, I see what you're saying as far as, like, Arteta has history of not caring about who's in form and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it would be a travesty for him to leave Trossard out. But at the end of the day, if we win the game, it doesn't matter who plays on the left.
It wouldn't matter who he picked.
Yeah.
You know what I'll be looking forward to? Femi, go ahead.
No. I don't want to say anything. Go ahead.
I'm kind of looking forward to North London Derby, where, let's call it, Trossard, Gyökeres, Odegaard, and Saka start the game. And then the second half, during substitution, sometime in the second half, you get Noni, Gabi, Kai.
No, I knew you were gonna say it. I knew it.
That is the epitome of the problem with Casey. Casey, they play video game with real life. He wants to play FIFA and make the kind of substitutions you make in FIFA in real life.
Bro. See, for the sheer reason that we don't want to run Gyökeres to the ground again. The bro is just coming off injury. make we give him 60 minutes or whatever.
He has 2
Manage
weeks.
him.
That's some video game move that you just described right now. That's
The
official
guy has
pattern.
2 weeks on the interrupted
two weeks a rest
He'll be fine.
before the international break.
But he hasn't even started training again, right? He's not yet started training. So there's no guarantee.
I think
because we're not training now, we're on the international break now.
No, I mean, I'm talking about before, because the international break starts now.
If he started training, he would have played that last game. Would have played that Sunderland game if he had started training.
No.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I think
he would have, or he would have come in the second half or something. He would have played if he was coming. If he was started training, he would have played.
I think he has started training now.
But the point is, I'm looking forward to seeing our bench coming and finishing up a game. Like just coming and putting a bow over it and just see what else they bring, what different dynamic they bring to end the game. Because I think that this is actually the time where we can see how ruthless we can be. Because we have good goal scorers on the bench, or we will have good goal scorers on the bench. So how can they wrap the game up for us? Because the next level for Arsenal to me is how much offensive dominance do we assert in games, right? Can we get there? And if we can, like, how scary will it be? What do you think?
I think that's a misunderstanding of what the current pattern is. I don't think the goal is offensive dominance in games. I think the goal is that defensive solidity and then scoring as much as you can if it opens up for you. But it's not going out there and being dominating offensively.
But we already
I think that's a misunderstanding. I think that's
defense and midfield is where we're trying to.
It's a control
everybody
thing.
Out.
Control thing.
Defense and midfield.
Eliminate risk as much as possible, and then
exactly
finish you.
And then take what they give you.
Yeah, but you guys are making my point, because I'm saying that the defensive base is already there. What is the next level for Arsenal? It's not to keep solidifying the defensive game, right? It's to now make something out of it.
It's to maintain that solidity. It's to maintain that solidity.
So once you maintain it, then what next? Score goals.
No, control the midfield.
I don't think
it's still before scoring goals.
I don't think that if you give Arteta the option to be 2-0 up at halftime, for example, let's just say we're playing a game, we're 2 goals up in the second half, I don't think he makes a defensive substitution.
No, but the point is, what is it going to take for you to get those 2 goals in the first half, right? Are you going to play free flowing out and out attack? Right, he's not going to do that. Is the point? So the point is,
I'm not saying he will. I'm just saying that once we get to that point, then what next? Because I don't think it ends there for him. If we're able to, whether it's 2 defensive, 2 Gabriel headers in the first half or 2 goals up, under whatever scenario, whatever case it is, I think that there has to be a next level for Arsenal. That's be like what is the next thing?
Yeah, and I think my problem with what you're saying is that it's very premature at this point, because we still need to. This thing that we're building, it's been built over years, don't get me wrong, but it needs to be easily recognizable as our identity, right? Regardless of which players you bring in, right? It's kind of like if there are injuries or whatever, players come out, players come in. They still do the same thing. They know their jobs. They have chemistry. They understand the system. And then they're working in that, right? And I think for me, that for me is more what the next level is. It's kind of like,
because we haven't gotten there.
We're able to maintain and be consistent with this regardless of who is playing and what competition we're playing, and we're consistent in that on that front.
So it begs the next question. This has been on my mind for a few weeks now. Do you think that this squad size is here to stay, or do you think that we're going to get do you think we're going to get rid of some players?
It's here to stay.
I mean, there's some redundant players we have right now, anyways, that we need to get rid of. For example, I think Norgard was overkill. I don't think we need him, if I'm being honest.
No,
the reason you say that
was needed.
The reason you say that is because Rice can play as a 6 as well. If Declan was a pure 8, then you would need Norgard to sub for Zubi. Unless you consider MLS as a 6.
I'm saying we have enough options. We have enough options to cover. I mean, how many games have we had this season when Norgard didn't make the squad healthy?
Dude, we have too many. We have 3 left backs.
But you know what?
That's one problem.
No, but I see Femi's point about Norgard, but I also think that Norgard was in mind to give Zubi rest during those Carabao Cup and those other random games that don't count. I think that's Norgard's.
The problem is
because he also wants to rest Rice.
He
also would like
in
to
the
rest
event that Zubi goes down for any reason.
Arteta does not see in serious games where you want to rest Zubi. Arteta will just play Rice. He's done that. He's done that before. You play Rice and then you play Odegaard and Eze in the middle.
But not this season though. He's really done that this season.
We can talk this to death, guys, but we'll move on to the next level.
Predictions next game.
Predictions.
Are we doing predictions? Are we doing an episode next week? So international break. So we should just go straight to predictions.
Yeah, let's do some predictions.
So let's talk North London Derby. Wait, hold on. Let me revisit our predictions from.
There's only one prediction we're doing.
Only let's look at hot takes.
Hold on now.
Let's look at the hot takes, please. That's let me look at it. That anybody could have got anything.
So next game, this was last week when you were out. So Slavia Prague, Sunderland predictions and hot takes. Diesel was 2-0 Slavia Arsenal for Slavia Prague, and 2-0 against Sunderland. So sorry, Diesel, you are 0 for 2. Merino brace against Slavia Prague, and Eze scores against Sunderland. So not bad. Femi was 1-0 Arsenal to Slavia Prague. Sunderland 2-0. A hot take: Dauman scores against Slavia Prague, and Xhaka gets a red card.
He played and he almost scored.
That is true. He almost scored, and Xhaka almost got a red card.
I know Xhaka almost got a red card. I was almost there. No. He did almost get a red card. Let's be honest now.
Yeah, and then I was 4-0 Slavia Prague, 3-0 Sunderland, and Dauman gets a penalty. Merino scores in Slavia Prague, so got that one. And Eze scores 2 against Sunderland, which clearly didn't happen. All right, so hot takes and predictions for North London Derby. Let's go. Femi.
3-0 North London Derby. I think that's going to be an easy win. Tottenham doesn't have the team maturity. No, I'm not even joking. This one is like, it's one of those games where you think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be an easy win. It's 3-0 North London Derby.
Are we at home?
What is my hot take?
Is this away or home for us?
I think we're away.
Anybody knows?
Home.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's home.
If it's home, then it's definitely 3-0. Well, I would say 2-0.
Yes, it's home.
Keep in mind our track record so far.
If it's home for me, I say 2-0.
Yeah, it's home. It's home, so it's easy 3-0 for me.
2-0 for me.
What is my hot take in that game? Gyökeres hat trick for 3-0.
Whoa.
Wow.
Big G. Okay. Diesel?
Right. Well, I said 2-0.
2-0. A hot take?
Hot take. Eze scores against his would-be captors.
That's a good one. That's actually a good one. That's a pretty good one. That's a
good hot take. Yes, indeed. All right, Ashika, what you got?
2-0 for me. 2-0. Hot take. Let me go on a limb here. I say Tinder scores.
Okay, it's quite a hot take, but not far off. Yeah.
But him scoring is, not really.
3-0, and I'll go for a Rice free kick goal as one of the goals.
All right.
Okay.
He's only scored those against Real Madrid, so now we're turning into
it's not a
specialist.
It's a team.
It's not exactly. It's not a thing.
It's a hot take.
It's a team in white, so maybe.
So maybe my hot take is Rice scores free kick against the other team in white. Let me put that. All right. So we've kind of gone long on this episode, but it was great to have Wooz on the show. I hope you guys did enjoy the segment. Oshoke, thanks for joining us. Femi, thanks for showing up. Yes, you are back. Yay! Femi, thanks for gracing us with your presence. We know circumstances here.
You guys promised me a 40-minute episode, and now you guys are making me go to bed late. So,
well, technically speaking, the first episode was 40 minutes. So
the first part of the show was 40 minutes.
Yes. But thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming, Femi and Diesel.
Always a pleasure, guys.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, Gunpowder Banter. Like, subscribe on YouTube, and we will see you on our next show. Good night.
Bye, guys.